on board the China-Africa Fellowship Program. Mr. Minister, my question is, agriculture is an important sector for my country in particular and Africa in general. What are some of the success stories that Africa can learn from China in enhancing food self-sufficiency? The other issue is about China's reforms and open policies for the world. What can Africa expect from China in improving agricultural productivity in Africa? Thank you.
您好，我是来自冈比亚的记者，韩部长您好。我想，对于我们国家冈比亚以及整个非洲而言，农业都是非常重要的。我想问的是，就粮食自给自足方面，非洲能够向中国学习什么？另外，还有关于中国的改革开放，非洲如何中国如何来提高？ 中国如何向非洲来分享经验，就提高农业生产产值方面的经验？谢谢。
谢谢这位冈比亚朋友提的问题。这个我们是友好国家，中非关系。
Thank you, friends from Africa. China and Africa always enjoyed a very good friendship. The bilateral relations always have a very beneficial. You talk about green production, also talk about the grain security issues. For China, with a large population of more than 1.3, nearly 1.4 billion people, to solve the green problem, the security of that is always a top priority by the Party Central Committee and the central government. So the central government always attached great importance to this regard and also adopted a raft of policies in this regard since China's reform and opening up. We have the household-based contract, the big moves in this regard, especially in the reform, and also further addressed technology development. And the government also invested a lot in this regard to further develop the machinery. So right now, the grain productivity can reach 600 million metric tons. We can say that we solve the basic needs for people's daily requirement. Officers from FAO says that China solved the food issues in China for the population of 1.4 billion. So that helped AOF half of work done by China's effort. You're talking about the same situation in Africa. Right now, Africa still not solve the issues in the safe supply of green products. And around the world, there are around 800 million people still have the food difficulties. So you talk about the cooperation between China and Africa. Yes, we did a lot of cooperation in this regard. Let me give you an example. In Africa, we have established agriculture pilot zones in 14 African countries. So we showcase Chinese technology in Africa. We also help African countries, especially less developing countries, to train the personnel. Actually, we send a big group of experts to Africa, and we also invite experts in Africa or the government officials related to agriculture sectors to China to study and pay a field visit. We also, like the agricultural machinery, the fertilizers. we give a support to the African countries. All of these cooperations play an active role in green productivity and food safety in Africa. We will continue this trend. We will continue our efforts in this regard with no preconditions. For your second question about experience sharing in rural development. After China's reform and opening up, the government attached great importance in green productivity, rural area reform and development. We have a Chinese experience, especially the basic mechanism, the land mechanism. We have the big or the groundbreaking methods and experience. We would like to share with our friends from Africa in these areas. Of course, each country have different contacts. All the experience just for your reference. We sincerely hope that our friends from African countries, especially the least developing countries, and also including your countries, to enjoy a better development, to solve the food safety issues in an earlier date. Enjoy a happy life. Thank you.